Hey guys, I wanted to go live and tell you about some of the vitamins and things that I've been taking to stay healthy during this time. It's been really, really important for me. My immune system's compromised because I have a medical thing, and so it's very important that I stay out of public and I stay healthy. Be prepared, not scared. I think that's the best mentality in this, is just to be the most prepared as possible. And for me, that's taking care of myself, my health, with all of these products. And I talked a little bit about them with Miley recently. Some of them that I have were a bunch of other things, but the ones that I really wanted to talk about are these Now Alchemy products. A friend of mine who I actually wanted to bring on to talk and explain a little bit about them while I take them. I want him to explain it to you guys because the importance of your health is really, I can't stress it enough right now. So I'm going to bring on my friend. Let me see how, I don't normally do this. Go live with Archer Love. There we go. Okay, let's see. It's my waiting on her to dance.
I'm feeling good. How are you?
I'm so good. I did my meditation earlier. Gonna do some Kundalini tonight and stay
Beautiful.
grounded. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, I wanted to showcase the products that you gave me, because I think they can really help. And I thought they were really, really interesting products too, especially C60. But I showed it on the live with Miley, but I didn't get to explain
I saw that.
Yes, I didn't get to explain the benefits, and I want you to be able to do that. So if you
Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
So I love how you mentioned vitamin C. I'll get into that in a minute as well, and vitamin D too. But C60 is extremely important. It's something we should all be using. With this rollout of 5G, we're basically basking in EMF and radiation, and that is so destructive for the immune system. But basically, the scientists that discovered and researched C60 found that it removed radiation and EMF from the bodies of rats so much that it made them immune to lethal amounts of radiation. So that's really important right now, because 5G puts out a frequency of 60 gigahertz, and that's absorptive by oxygen and crosses the blood-brain barrier, and it's really bad for our cells. So C60 helps to detox that from the body, keeping the immune system very, very powerful. And a couple of the things we've noticed with this coronavirus situation is that there's a link between the cities where there are massive rollouts of 5G and the people getting sick with the corona. So it's possible that the C60 can be extremely beneficial for this time.
Amazing. I'm so grateful for this product. I know that I've been taking it every day and I feel amazing. I've also been taking all of the products, so I can't say that this one specifically has been like a game changer, but
So if people want to get this 60, they can go to Now Alchemy. That's nowalchemy.com for that. I also have an Instagram at Now Alchemy. Yes. And
so
you were talking about
now.
Nice.
Let me flip it around. I am not the most FaceTime savvy. Okay. So the directions say half a dropper, so I'll just, it looks like this. And yeah, it tastes like a sweet oil.
Yes, the C60 here is dissolved in olive oil, which is actually a pretty powerful antioxidant in and of itself, but it's oil soluble, so I chose olive oil to dissolve it in. And Now Alchemy is a great source because everything I do there is completely organic and biodynamic where possible.
Can you also talk about the nano enhanced?
Absolutely. So hemp extract, CBD, is really good for the immune system. Yes. That's the nano enhanced. So basically what nano enhancing does is it makes the CBD 100% effective. When we take CBD oils, which are great, we're actually only getting about 10% of the CBD. So I nano enhance it so that it absorbs into the cells completely and a lot faster. So CBD oil takes about an hour to really start kicking in. It needs to be broken down and digested first. In that process, we lose 80 to 90% of the nutrients. So by nano enhancing it, it absorbs immediately and 99 to 100% completely.
And explain CBD to those who don't know the benefits of it and the difference between THC and CBD.
Yeah. So THC is the molecule that gets people high. CBD does not do that. It's not psychoactive at all. But we have an endocannabinoid system that links our entire body, and it's kind of like the nervous system. And basically what it does is it fuels our immune system and keeps us in homeostasis, which is perfect balance. So when we're deficient in CBD and terpenes, which are actually in small amounts found in fruits and vegetables, but the cannabis plant has loads of CBD, which is why they're getting it from hemp and cannabis. So by supplementing with the CBD, we're nourishing our endocannabinoid system, which is actually shown to be very beneficial for autism, super good for PTSD, depression, and anxiety. I use it 3 times a day. One of the reasons I got into this is I was in the Air Force. I was discharged for PTSD, depression, and anxiety. This is how I got into medicine. And then I went to the University of Arizona and studied pre-med. So I still use these things every day to keep my vibe up.
Yeah, that's great. I think a huge thing for me, I've learned over like the past however long, is to just be able to prevent the darkness. You know, I think a lot of times our energies can absorb, especially, I know you're an empath and I'm an empath too. So like we pick up on other people's energies. We can carry around that toxic energy with us, and we get stressed, we feel things, you know, it's just to prevent that darkness. And one of the things that people do to prevent that darkness is CBD. And and I've taken it too, and I'll take it right now. It's great. Yeah, it's great.
And the thing about Now Alchemy CBD is that it's not a CBD isolate. We need the CBD to come in a full spectrum form. So there's what's known in science called an entourage effect, where all the other cannabinoids like CBG and CBN work together with the CBD to bring on its full benefits. And the terpenes in the plant are necessary to bring the CBD into the blood and across the blood-brain barrier. So that the terpenes are really important for anxiety and seizures. So the full spectrum CBD is a must. Like, don't mess with the isolates.
Yeah. Okay, so next up we have Immortal. You want to talk about that?
Oh, absolutely. Immortal's the bee excrements. That's great for the immune system. So bee propolis, which I have in Immortal, and it's nano-enhanced as well because it's really hard to digest by the body if it's not nano-enhanced. Bee propolis is one of the strongest anti-cancer agents on the planet.
Wow.
And it also has raw Manuka honey. Everything is raw and organic.
I love Manuka honey.
Yes, it's so good for building up.
These Manuka honey drops that I got.
Nice.
Yeah.
Excellent. I love Air One. They actually sell Now Alchemy at Air One too.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah. And Air One's one of the only places that's open right now.
Yes.
So I'm there every day.
I've been there several times too.
Yeah.
So
and another thing. What's that?
Oh, I just wanted to make sure you said all you wanted to on Immortal.
Right. So Immortal's all the bee stuff. It's got bee pollen, raw Manuka honey, which is great for building up the gut microbiome. Again, connected to the immune system. Having a really strong gut microbiome builds the immune system. And it's also responsible for about 80% of our serotonin and dopamine production. So a lot of people believe that all the serotonin and dopamine is produced in the brain, which is why in the pharmaceutical industry they have SSRIs, you know, selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors and things like that. But a lot of it's actually produced in the gut.
Wow. And by the way, this one is, I think, the best tasting because it tastes good, like Manuka honey. It's so good.
Yeah, absolutely. So we were talking about the darkness and keeping the vibe up. Ormus. Do you have Ormus there?
I do. I have Ormus and Ormus Plus.
Ooh, nice. Ormus.
I take both, actually.
Yeah. So Ormus has actual gold in it.
Wow.
And it's a special form of gold that's actually absorptive and bioavailable. It's not like little pieces of gold. It's not a heavy metal. It's like a nano or a colloidal. A lot of people are familiar with that. And this is a superconductive substance that literally raises our vibration. Helps us feel good.
I'm sorry, you cut out. What'd you say?
It's a superconductive substance that literally raises our vibration. Helps us to attract better things. So, you know, our vibration is responsible for manifesting our reality. And I know you know
Yes.
all about that stuff.
Oh yes, definitely.
So
One thing that has happened to me, which I didn't get to tell you about, I actually I wrote a tweet 10 years ago, and I said, one day I'm going to sing the national anthem at the Super Bowl. And
wow.
then literally 10 years, almost to the day, that manifestation came true, and I sang the
Wow.
Super Bowl national anthem this year. So that was like, I truly believe in
Wow.
manifestation, and if this
You
is
are a
gonna help me, I'm
powerful
all for it.
manifester.
Yes,
That's amazing.
definitely.
Yeah, so a lot of it starts with our thoughts, but there's a feedback loop between our vibration and our thoughts. If we do things that boost our vibration, our thoughts become more positive. If we also use neurolinguistic programming, I just wrote a book called Lucid Living, which is available on Amazon on neurolinguistic programming. If we use neurolinguistic programming to reprogram our thoughts, that boosts our vibration too. And Ormus helps with that whole feedback loop. We're putting high vibrational substances in our body. It's making us have more positive thoughts. We then manifest more positive reality, relationships, career, health.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. There's someone at the door.
The guard dogs?
That was a package.
Okay. Maybe it's some Now Alchemy.
Okay, and I think, did we talk? Oh, we didn't talk about Shilajit. Do you want to talk about that?
We didn't talk about Shilajit. Yeah, so Shilajit is great for energy and for the immune system too. Everything about Now Alchemy is youth regeneration and immune system boosting. So Shilajit was used by the Shaolin monks in the Himalayan mountains. When they discovered it, they called it Shilajit, which means the destroyer of weakness and conqueror of mountains. It helps to pull heavy metals, mold, funguses, bacteria, viruses out of the body. And it also is very libidinizing. So, you know, like that libido, that sort of, what's known in Chinese medicine as a jing, sort of a forceful energy. It's great for that. So it helps people get off coffee. There are 85 plus minerals in it. So one thing coffee does is it leaches the minerals from the glands, and that kind of burns people out. So Shilajit and Ormus too, actually, they're both regenerative to the glands, which make our hormones and neurotransmitters. So it's great for that. Really good for energy in the immune system. And vitality. We should definitely talk about vitality. I know you don't have that one there, but I'm
so excited to get it.
Yes. Vitality, you were talking about vitamin C, which is so important right now. Vitality has vitamin C, but it's camu camu, which is a whole food version of vitamin C. So it has all the enzymes needed for the vitamin C to work right. And it's liposomal, meaning it absorbs completely into the bloodstream. And so the vitamin D, you know, I didn't tell you this, but vitamin D has been shown to decrease the contraction of respiratory viruses, and corona is a respiratory virus.
Right.
So it decreases the contraction of respiratory viruses by 70%, vitamin D.
Wow.
So that's really great to take too. So this Vitality has both liposomal vitamin D3 and liposomal vitamin C. It also has K2 and B complex. So Vitality is amazing for the immune system. The two most important things we can use right now from Now Alchemy is the Vitality and the C60. Both of them 3 times a day. So like one full dropper 3 times a day, just to keep it into the system, keep the immune system nourished and running strong.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, I just want to say thank you again for getting on here and like talking to people about some of the things they can do to stay healthy. I know that like all these products, if anything, they like make me feel so much better during the day, and I'm just trying to stay as safe as possible. So if I can encourage people to do the same and like get to talk about your awesome products and tell people what's in them, I want to help. So
thank you so much.
Thanks for talking with all of us. And
yeah, my pleasure.
I'll talk to you later.
All right, sounds good. Bye, love.
Bye.